done my makeup, but I did want to hop on really quickly because I picked up some of the Refy eyebrow products. So this is Just Hunt's range of eyebrow products, Refy Beauty, and basically you can get a set for, I think it's like £42 or something, of these 3 products. So I thought I would just do them on camera with you and do almost like a bit of a kind of first impressions review of these eyebrow products. So I, as you can see, pretty much have no eyebrows. Like, there's not a lot to work with, so I'm intrigued to see what happens when I use these. I've gone for the shade medium, so my eyebrows, I do like them to be a little bit darker than my hair. Okay, so the first thing you do is use this kind of like glue stuff and kind of just paint it on your eyebrows. It literally feels like a glue. It's like a mixture between a kind of a moisturizer, a kind of like balm, and a glue. But basically you coat them with this, and then you are supposed to pop it off, and then you get a brush. So you brush them into the kind of shape that you want. So I'm going to try and do a bit of a fluffy brow today. As I say, not that I literally have any eyebrows to work with, but we're just going to go with it. So you brush them up and then you set them kind of in place with this more kind of chunkier brush. Okay, can we see what that's done to my eyebrows? It's actually made them super fluffy. Like, I know it looks a little bit strange at the moment because I basically have no eyebrows. The next thing you do is use the pomade. So you get a little brush on one end and then you get the pomade dip in the other end. So as I say, I've gone for a medium. Okay, this is where it could all go wrong. But this is where you kind of fill in any gaps in your eyebrow, which obviously I have lots of gaps. Okay, so we filled in some of the gaps. I think it would definitely work better if you had actual eyebrows to begin with, unlike me. But the final step is to use the eyebrow pencil to draw in kind of fine line hairs. Which is what I need. I have heard people talking about this pencil before, saying that it's really, really good. And yeah, it does seem really good. Oh. Okay. I think this would be really good for somebody who kind of has a bit more of an eyebrow than I do. I just don't have eyebrows to start with. And this product is great. I love the glue. I love the fact that you can create a fluffy brow. I'm not 100% sure if it works for my eyebrows. I might have a bit of a play around off camera and see if I can kind of sort these out. You know, it doesn't look like a disaster, but it doesn't look exactly how I was hoping, I guess. But we'll see. I will try and fix it. it's breakfast time and I'm going to be making some porridge. Now, this is one of my favourite porridge recipes, and you start off by putting some oats in a pan, then you add almond butter, maple syrup, cook it all up with some almond milk, and then add some toppings to it. So that's what I'm going to make this morning. I might add some raisins as well into the actual porridge. Let me show you how I make it. So these are pretty much the ingredients. I'm just going to add 40 grams of porridge oats. Then I'm going to add some raisins. Then I'm going to add a teaspoon of almond butter. Big teaspoon. We also want to add a teaspoon of maple syrup. And then we actually want to just mix this together so that the almond butter and the oats combine.
Used to get my hair done, used to have my nails long, used to wearing makeup every day. Used to rush to work and have no time for fun, and spend half of my life on full highways. Then the world closed down, stuck inside this town, home with the family, all new reality. 4 walls and a door, nothing's like before. You and me and no distractions, so let's just keep it simple. There's so much we can do at home. Build a fort in the living room, have a pillow fight, grilled cheese in our bedroom. Look at stars and eyes, keep it simple. Disconnect the telephone, rip up all the calendars, cancel every plan, catch up on The Bachelor. We'll still laugh again the day we kept it simple. Always used to worry, always in a hurry, let all of the minutes just fly by. Focus on the wrong things, double tapping, scrolling, fall asleep while asking myself.
I am on, you can't really see me, on my way to Tesco, and I thought I would take you with me because this is pretty much the most exciting part of my day. I don't go every day, but I do need to go today because it's my mum's birthday coming up next week on Monday, and it's her 60th. She will tell me off for telling you all that. But I do need to get her some bits and bobs, and I also need to pick up a couple bits because I'm gonna share with you this afternoon a recipe which some of you may know, some of you may not know, that I used to have a food blog, and I used to love creating healthy recipes and healthy versions of kind of unhealthy treats. And today I am going to be sharing with you a really delicious no-bake healthy treat recipe that involves a couple ingredients, and it's a sweet treat. So it's basically a goji berry and pumpkin seed bar. I know that it doesn't sound, you know, like a chocolate brownie, but it's really, really nice, and it will just curb any kind of sweet tooth. And I like to snack. I was gonna say I like to snack a lot, but with my braces I can't snack as much as I used to. But when I do snack, and when I have that sweet craving after I've eaten something savoury, I do like to try and make sure it's kind of healthy. So these bars are just perfect for that, and I'm going to share the recipe with you. I'll pop it in the description box below as well, but there are a couple of things that I do need to pick up from Tesco to make that. So that is what we are doing now, and as I say, this is pretty much as exciting as a day gets at the moment. Driving, leaving my house and going to the supermarket. It's pretty much all we can do, isn't it? But I thought I would also have just a really quick chat. I hope you can hear me okay. Really quick chat with you just about my kind of content on YouTube and the style of videos that I'm doing at the moment. I am going to be uploading 2 videos a week. Oh no, I am going to be uploading 2 videos a week instead of my usual 3, but then I am going to upload a 3rd video when I can. I'm just videos a week at the moment, it's just quite intense and I don't have loads of free time, and I feel like I need free time at the moment. So 2 videos a week, Wednesdays and Sundays, and I'm also going to do a mixture of fashion and lifestyle content and kind of vlog style content like I'm doing now, like I'm doing today, just because I love it. I love watching it and I love creating it, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. I know this is the first time that I've vlogged in a very long time, but it's just so much fun picking up the camera and just chatting to you just about everything and showing you what I'm doing during the day. I know it's not the most exciting at the moment because we are just all stuck inside, but hopefully this can give you some kind of wholesome, homey, cozy, uplifting content to watch during your day. So that is the plan of attack. And yeah, I am literally pulling into Tesco's now because it is not very far from my house. So that is a very, very short car journey. So of course it wouldn't be a cozy day at home without doing some sort of baking or making something yummy. So this recipe is an entirely raw recipe, and it's actually a recipe that I came up with a couple of years ago, and I go back to it time and time again because it's just so yummy and it really hits the spot because it's nice and sweet, but then it's full of nuts and other goodness to keep you fuller for longer. So if you aren't a fan of nuts, or if you are allergic to nuts or anything like that, please do not make this recipe because there are a lot of different types of nuts in this recipe. This is an entirely raw recipe, so we are going to set it in the freezer and then bring it out and slice it. But I'm going to show you how to make it. It's so incredibly easy. I will also link the recipe down below as well for you so you can find it. But what you essentially need is you need a food processor. So this is just a really cheap Kenwood one that I've had for ages and ages, and it works an absolute treat. So you click that into place, you want a blade like this, pop it in, and then what you want to do is add all of your ingredients except the pumpkin seeds, goji berries and coconut to the food processor and pulse it until everything starts to combine together. So what you're going to need to put in there are the cashew nuts, we've got some almonds, we've got some oats as well, then we've got some ground almonds for a bit of like a marzipan-y flavour. We've also got some really sticky medjool dates. You can use, I think they're called de galette noir dates and other dates for this recipe, but medjool dates work best because they are so sticky and so juicy, so they really help to combine everything together. So you want to chuck those in as well. You want to add 2 tablespoons of pure maple syrup. So I'm literally guessing that's about 2 tablespoons. And then you want to add half a cup of melted coconut oil. So all I've done to melt this coconut oil is literally ping it in the microwave. This is about 2.5 tablespoons worth. I'm just gonna put this in gradually because I don't want to make it too wet. And then what you want to do is just pulse this together. This is going to be really loud. Okay, and once that is all pulsed together, it's gonna look something like this. So this is just a really nutty, kind of gooey, datey mixture. And what we want to do is pour this into a bowl, and then we're gonna stir in our goji berries, pumpkin seeds, and coconut into the bowl.
Why? When the world closed down, stuck inside this town, home with the family on your reality. 4 walls and a door, nothing's like before. You and me and no distractions, so let's just keep it simple. There's so much we can do at home. Build a fire in the living room, have a pillow fight, grilled cheese in our bedroom. Look at stars and eyes, keep it simple. Disconnect the telephone, rip up all the calendars, cancel every plan, catch up on the bachelor. We'll still have begun the day we kept it simple. Let's just keep.
So that one is in the freezer setting, and it'll probably take about an hour minimum to set. So I'm gonna come back and check it. It's 2:45 now, so I'm gonna come back and check it at about 4 o'clock, I think, and see how that one's doing. But it is the easiest, tastiest treat recipe. And when it comes out, it's gonna be kind of frozen solid. So cut it into slices, pop it in the fridge, keep it refrigerated, and it's just the perfect kind of, if you want to nibble on something, you want to pop something in just to keep your taste buds satisfied, then this is absolutely perfect. So I'm going to do my washing up now, give the kitchen a bit of a tidy because it is looking a little bit messy. I've got washing to sort out, really boring house chores to do. So I'm going to do that and then check in with you guys in a little while.
Keep it, I wanna keep it, yeah, let's just keep it simple, simple. There's so much we can do at home. Build a fort in the living room, have a pillow fight, grilled cheese in our bed, and me look at stars at night. Let's keep it simple, disconnect the tele.
So the goji berry bites are made and they look so good. This is what they come out like. Oh my gosh, honestly, they are so yummy. They are completely delicious and they really hit the spot. So I'm actually gonna go and have one of these now with a cup of tea and sit down and probably start editing this video. So I really hope you've enjoyed spending the day with me today, and thank you so much for being here. If you did enjoy the vlog, please do give it a big old thumbs up. Let me know what your favourite part was down below, and let me know if you try these goji berry bites. They are delicious. And thank you so much again for being here. Feel free to hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.